Hello and welcome, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to talk about light language in your throat chakra and energetic blocks in your own. So, as part of the light language activation that I teach and that I work on, working with language, working with sound is a frequency that is incredibly healing, and it's stronger than words. So, if you think about this world and how many different languages we have and how many ways we have to misunderstand each other, how different words and different gestures and different cultures mean completely different things. And so there's this innate ability that we have as humans to understand one another. And then we have this funky language that separates us into categories and other. So there's people that are deaf, there's people that are blind, there's people that have so many, some people speak one language, and some people speak another language, and some people have different accents within that same language. And then there are different gestures and meanings and communications and where you've grown up and who your families are and the dynamics. So much can be misunderstood. And then there's the whole process of the brain, which is constantly trying to make logic out of the world that we are being processed like a computer. It's sifting the information, it's categorizing it, cataloging it, and then sending it out. Like, oh, they said this used to make you mad, so it's going to make you mad, and this is the reason why you can be mad, so you're justified to be mad, so that person's bad, and you are good, and you are safe, and and it's just like, it's instantaneous. And the reason why I love light language is because as a Gemini moon, for me, I'm talkative and I need information. I'm constantly processing. And that's why I was having such a hard time when I was first channeling, because I kept wanting to look upwards and understand things and just really dissect it and doubt it and understand it. But when I sing, the sound comes through. You can feel it. Right? You can feel that frequency. I started doing sound bowls and crystal bowls. There is this frequency that just moves through the ripples through the sound waves. We're learning so much about how sound waves connect and how frequency can change the chemistry of water and sand and all of the world around us. And we're water, we're earth. So the sound affects us. And so in our journey of really understanding and connecting to light language, we are also going to understand that light language is there to cultivate trust with spirit. Now, many people's first reaction to light language is fear. It was my first reaction. So I remember the first time I was in a Pentecostal church. I was a very young child, and the Holy Spirit was coming into people, and I was mesmerized and terrified. The exact same, like a very high part of me that was wonderful, and very human part of myself was terrified because I'd never seen anything like this in my life. And that fear, that misunderstanding kept me away, from music, from language, from different religions, from understanding. And it was a slow circle opening up and understanding. Sounds would just spill through me. So I loved jazz, and I loved sound healing, and I loved gibberish. And it's because it made sense to me. I had these feelings, these emotions were through in a way that I didn't have to process or write down, categorize, catalog. I could just feel the emotions of it. So light language is activating the self-expression, whether it's painting, drawing, dancing, moving. There's this freedom that moves over when we let that artistic self, that muse, take over. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be what it is. And so light language can release energetic blockages because, you know, we don't even know where they are, but when we dance, it really feels so good when we dance because your body just moves into where you need that release. Why do we feel so relaxed when we doodle? And we open up energetically? It's because the mind just kind of checks out and expands. We're allowed to receive and process in a different way. So energetic blockages that live in our body, these sound frequencies are there to kind of go in and shake it up and move it out. And it doesn't always have to be pretty. You know, that's another thing. When I was first doing the light language and singing, you know, for me, it wasn't perfect. Wasn't perfect pitch, and I couldn't understand it. Why isn't it a perfect pitch? Because there's a disharmony in the energetic world within you, and a perfect pitch isn't necessarily going to break that up and release that blockage. You know, that discordant sound is representative of the energetic world, and then as it moves through you, it starts to unravel. And so light language is really to have you stop processing. I mean, so many times I go to the feelings and I do light language, and there's always one lovely person in the room that says, I'm going to translate this for everybody. And I let them, because that's part of their healing journey too. And then I simply say, it might be something completely different for you, but as long as we all receive it, that's fine. So light language is there to not need to have it. It's just there to experience, to let it move through you. And it doesn't have to make sense. So as you're speaking light language, try as best as you're able to not judge it, to not want to make sense of it, to just trust in that, to cultivate the trust that you need, that this information is coming in light of you, so that way it will help you do your self-expression, and opening up and expanding. So eventually spirit can start moving through in language and words and thoughts, because the frequency is the first. The sound is the first frequency that will move through you, and it will activate others. It will activate different psychic abilities within you. I first started, I really couldn't see for the third eye, see, and now I see very clearly. So it's interesting how different psychic gifts will combine for different people. So you might be a seer, but sound and frequency might not come first for you, or did vice versa for me. So just trust in spirit, cultivate that trust, and really allow that to move through you. So the other thing is, you know, people want to put hooks inside of us and understand us and talk to us. I work in a customer service position. Yesterday, I had tons of people that were flirting with me, men, women. I had people yelling at me. I had people filing complaints about me. I had other people coming up and saying how wonderful and amazing I was, because my light is very strong and very big, so I often trigger the demons in other people. I either bring out their angel or their expression, they feel so wonderful around me, or they're so triggered by my light, their spirit just doesn't know what to do. And I am aware of that. My boss is always like, why is everybody so mad at you? You're being so sweet. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's I'm used to it. She's not. So I usually have to kind of explain it. They're just not used to my light and trigger them. And that's okay. I'm an activator. I'm a teacher. I do it without even doing anything. It's just part of my transmission spirit. And I'm sure you feel that in some ways too, right? So as we are activating the light, really, really the most important thing is cultivating. Really the most important tool for communication is because spirit works to do with and communes with us through frequency, light, sound, communes through vision and energy. And so by allowing yourself to open up that energy, not needing, you'll start to, right? So as long as it feels good, and it will, if coming from source, it will always feel good, right? So it will move through you here. And it will also release those hooks, that guy that was mad at me and yelled at me. I was driving home. There was an archangel Michael to come forward. What language is flowing through me? And I could feel or anticipate. It's funny, 3 o'clock in the morning, he must have been thinking about me again. And I woke up and I was like, oh, there's that chord again. So there it goes, back to spirit, like love and light, because some people will touch cords, even if it's a negative cord, because they're still wanting your energy. They don't understand it, so they get mad at you, but they're still keep latching the cord in, so they want to figure it out. And then you're like, that's so let's do a light language session on speaking the truth and speaking spirit. Let's set the intention with this light language with release and blocks. Will help you to trust spirit, your voice, will activate your own self-expression, each of these tools, wisdom that you have within you to be able to soar, get rid of these negative thoughts. Just take a moment to, like I said, you're watching this as a video, so talk back, allow yourself to come, listen the first time, throughout, go through it, and maybe listen again and have a conversation. Just allow yourself to experience life. But it's words, sounds, frequencies, or all you can dance. Do it. That's spirit. You can do. You're going to find that light language as an artist that can do in painting. As light language that can do as a dancer. Light language that can do as a singer. As a communicator, it might come through you as channeling the messages. So you can find which way spirit wants to come to you. Right now, allow yourself to enjoy this. Notice about allowing yourself to feel your mind. It's about setting the intention and the energy of hope. Be able to really take up space. Love breathing. Really, and each time you do, just breathe all the way up to the top of your head and out of your heart. Moving your face to the knees down to calves and shins. Gently tapping your toes on the ground. Holding. Spirit usually starts to come through me. I can feel my spine moving. This beautiful energy is like tuning the instrument, right? The energy is just starting to move down. And if that's not happening to you, that's fine. You can also just play and try it. Allowing your body to move and flow. Opening your mouth, stretching out your tongue and your jaw. Beautiful lion's pose in yoga. Just allowing this expression to move through. The sound of the universe is always an amen comes from the same sound. So that sound vibrates. That sound can feel the it feels in your mouth. Lips and tongues. Music and vocal lessons, we do the lip trills. Bring the energy into the hands. Hands to start moving the energy. Use to hold on to this. Soma Krishnasana. Allow the sound to move through you. Soma Krishnasana. Beneath. Narama. Ocean. Ocean. Awareness. Awareness. Breathe. Ocean. See yourself standing at the edge of the ocean. Feel that energy of the ocean, of the ocean that's moving through, ebb and flow. Feel that energy. Speak almost to the ocean. The ocean is another unit. The ocean is another. And right with you. It's just ebb and flow. Just the ocean is another unit. So the ocean is another unit. Ocean is in that moment of energy, eyes open or closed, energy moves through. Pushing another turn of skin, pushing Maramatina, feeling, feeling, just feel how your body to be used to, feeling the way it feels to relax. So feel this, know what it feels like to relax. My guides also showed me that in today's world, with the vagus nerve being really activated, there's this, we're being programmed with social media and phones to be hyper focused, and the cortex is activated in stress, flight, fight. And so this light language is being here to just kind of reset that energetic system to remind yourself and your body that you're not at war, that you're not in danger, that you're completely safe. So allow that helmet that's been placed on top of your head to just lift up. feel beautiful golden colors in the sun that breaks into something that even moving down through the palm of your hand. You just feel that energy. Feel your feet almost to the ocean, to the waves. You just allow yourself to be part of this bridge. And the cushionness of other things. Always reminding yourself that you're safe and loved, that you're safe. The cushionness and the cushionness and yes, and that kind of cushionness. We're surrounded by love and we're protected by the highest light. The cushionness and the cushionness and the cushionness. Constantly being pulled between two different worlds. The world, the will, the spirit, the force, and constantly trying to move the balance between these moments of sleep. And just focusing on that beautiful golden light and source. Moving through you, activating, healing, healing, loving, cleansing. Because you is another message to the push. Breathe of love, breathe of love, purity, protection, source, and you are safe. Because you is another message to the another push is another push. Feel the hearts. What language begins with the seed of love first? So feel the love being planted in your heart. So push is another beautiful seashell, smooth and heart. Usually as I'm inspired for the magic sequence, ratio of light of source that I'm moving through and activating that you are part of the balance and harmony. Usually as I'm not only pushing as the seed is planted within you, and which means that the sound comes naturally as part of the waves. Yes, another location. Yes, start by making sound. Sound start off with the sound. Allow the vowels A, E, I, O, U, and whatever your language is. A, E, I, O, U. Start from the bottom of your feet and all the way up to the crown of your head. Ow, 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 oh, 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 oh. Cochinilla sagrada que visita. Cochinilla sagrada tenera casana cochinilla camasmina. My hands are just showing you that they're weaving together all the little moments of your life that brought you to this moment. You're cutting the energetic cords, releasing energetic blockages, activating self-expression, creativity, weaving everything just all connection to source. Kushniya Samarina, Kasana Kushniya Samarina, visually the hair is like your antenna that moves through spirit. So when you go to just allow yourself to move your hair, just touch your hair. Just your hair is part of that antenna. It's that focus. And allow your hair to be down if it wasn't ready to let that energy can just move. It's not bound, it's not tight. Your energy is the same way. It's not bound, it's loose. Pushing this and that, pushing this and that. Allowing sound, a low sound. Need it to be perfect. Low, 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 and feel that energy come all the way up. That sound will go all the way up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Oh, do it again and again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Ah. Slow. And then surround yourself to your instrument. Pushing this and that, pushing this. Give yourself a week of that. So that you will be eventually feel the night. Speak within the take the that sound. Like I say, shall be close to something. Between the third eye and the heart, well, we express what we get comes from the allow yourself to just focus on the body. Allow the sound, whatever it is, to start move out of the starfish head, hands, or feet. See yourself as a beautiful starfish in the water. Allow that sound. If they're saying bubbles, like little bubbles, allow that bubble sound into you, but within you. Let you feel bubbles. Pushing is not on the push. Allow it to bubble out of you. Not push. Never. And then allow yourself to move this, really activating that sacral realm, like space right between yourself and the base of your spine. Hips, right? Really good. Allow your hips to move, balancing, clearing, retrieving your ankles too. Your ankles are this joint moving forward and self-expression. So maybe you put ankles in the past, push your feet. You're expressing You don't want to get up and dance and to when the sun is coming up, but when the little bit and around to music allow yourself to be free and judge, just cultivate the choice. Whatever you're doing, feel that even if you're laying down comfortably on your back, it's good. Follow the sensation. Spirit knows. Because you're already in that kind of push. Spirit knows. Whatever you're doing, you're doing right. Because she has another matter, like me, and then showing you to be source, and your heart, you just come to source. Of course. This activation is the activation is coming from you, spirit, so it will just be beginning. Spirit is with you, spirit is with you, and light that seems to move through, feel that keep us back up the breath. Feel how relaxed it is. So anything and everything that is not aligned with your good amazing to feel to be able to connect with full expression, just be able to ground something to move through it, amazing to feel. Celebrate. Look, allow this energy, but you become automatic when you do it. That you consume that, for as long as spirit sees it to be. And of course, if you need me, you can reach out to me as well. All the tools, whatever you need.